Today, first Arkham Knight and now Mortal Kombat. Seems Warner Brothers just hates the PC. This is Checkpoint. Welcome to Checkpoint, where we are getting ready for PAX South this week in San Antonio, Texas. The full details of our convention preparation regime is a trade secret, but I can tell you it involves a lot of beef brisket. Sometimes the gaming mod community makes a mod so beloved it acts as a gateway into the industry. Counter-Strike and Dota are some of the most famous, but one of the most recent is XCOM The Long War, a total conversion for the 2012 Firaxis reboot of XCOM. It was so successful that the developers behind it founded their own development house and, in spite of earlier evidence to their creativity, named it Long War Studios. In great news for fans of the XCOM mod, Long War have announced they are working with Firaxis on XCOM 2 and will be releasing new mods on Day 1 alongside XCOM's February 5th release. Day 1 mods happen for games all the time. They're always nude mods. We don't need or want naked thin men. Mortal Kombat X is now an X game for the PC. Warner Brothers has discontinued PC support for the title and will no longer be releasing the game's DLC on PC. Well, they didn't officially say that, but Warner Brothers is currently taking sign-ups for an enhanced online beta version of the game, and PC is not a platform option. The company has also announced that Mortal Kombat XL, the punnily named expanded edition of the game that includes all current DLC and the upcoming Kombat 2 pack, is only coming to Xbox One and PS4. Then they revealed that PC players can't buy the DLC a la carte either. All this leads Mortal Kombat PC players to suspect Warner Brothers doesn't care about them. Gee folks, what gave it away? The game-breaking bugs it was released with, or the patches that wiped out your save data? We may never know. It feels like both yesterday and an eternity since the release of Assassin's Creed Unity. It has in fact been a little over a year, and someone has only just now discovered a hitherto unknown developer Easter egg. There are 5 fancy cakes sprinkled throughout revolutionary Paris, and if you eat all of them, presumably whole, then go to the courtyard of the Palais du Luxembourg, there is a giant novelty cake in the center of the quadrangle with an assassination target standing on it like a stabby cake topper. If you kill him, there's fireworks. It would be easy to say that Ubisoft should have made sure its characters' faces weren't going to melt off before adding goofy side quests. And because it's so easy, I said it just now. But it's also fun that a developer can put a secret into their game that's so utterly goofy and meaningless. Of course, this is Ubisoft, so we don't completely believe it isn't just guerrilla product placement for Danielle's comically large cakes. Donald Rumsfeld, the Donald Rumsfeld, has developed his own video game. No, not Middle East Quagmire Simulator 2016. It's a mobile game called Churchill Solitaire, a game that Winston Churchill played to fight his insomnia and sharpen his strategic mind. Now, Mr. Rumsfeld may have been the 13th and 21st United States Secretaries of Defense, but he's not a programmer. So he communicated with his dev team via memo, dispatching gems of wisdom like, quote, "We need to do a better job on these later versions. They just get new glitches. We ought to find some way to achieve steady improvement instead of simply making new glitches." As we can see, Mr. Rumsfeld applied the same level of tactical leadership and understanding he displayed during his tenure at the White House to game development. Last week, Yandere Simulator joined the elite couple dozen games that are banned from being streamed on Twitch.tv. Yandere is an anime character trope where the typically female character is violent and psychotic while showing the male protagonist innocent affection. In Yandere Simulator, you are that girl, and you're trying to get the boy to like you while brutally murdering every other girl that stands between you. Yandere Dev, as the developer calls themselves, is upset that Twitch won't say why the game was added to the no-fly list. I understand why Twitch wouldn't want to risk getting bogged down in a minutiae nitpick battle of what aspects are and are not allowed, but at the same time, there's a valid argument that Twitch ought to be really clear about why they ban certain games. They don't have to, sure, but it would be nice. Yandere Dev is willing to make changes to the game based on Twitch's feedback. They've said they absolutely won't change gameplay mechanics that are essential to their vision, such as torture, bullying, panty shots, erotic manga, and the ability to kill students in a school setting. But Yandere Dev would be okay with changing the skin textures in the mode where the high school girls appear as naked giants in an Attack on Titan homage. So yes, it would be good if Twitch were explicit about why games were added to their ban list. But if you're volunteering to remove the part with underage nudity, you probably don't need it spelled out. At time of recording, it's unknown whether or not Donald Rumsfeld has further notes for Yandere dev. Coming up, there's a Steam Greenlight game called Ball Kicking Simulator 2016. I'm not surprised it's come to this, merely that it's taken this long. I forgot to write something for this. Was that actual outro or just improv? No, if it was improv, I would have made a joke.